Cancer, how are you? Let's do a reading for your current energies, shall we? As always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. Now, I sure appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. And if you appreciate what I do here, help me out. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff really makes a difference to my channel. And I'd love to see my channel continue to grow. So help me make that happen. All right, let's see what's coming through for all of my Cancers for the next 7 to 10 days. First card out for you is the Page of Cups to the Five of Swords. So I feel as if you're ready to take a chance on a situation or something that you want to create. It could even be around a person. When we have the Page of Cups, we see here, he's got this easel up. So I get the energy of creation. And then over here, we have the Five of Swords. Whatever it is that you are thinking about doing, I don't think everybody's on the same page or they think it's all a good idea. But, you look very confident. This is you right here, looking really confident that, I'm going to do what I need to do. And, and here you are defending that. All right. So here's that Seven of Wands where, people, not everybody is on the same page as you are, but you are above them. Okay. Here are the wands down here and, you're above them and they're trying to push you in another direction. And I feel as if, it could bring up some arguments. It could bring up some, discrepancies, but you are very confident in how you want to proceed. Now, we do have you coming up here as the Page of as the Knight of Swords, in the recent past. Oh, and we have the Seven of Swords has wanted to flip out with it. Just be very, very careful of, really going in without being very, clear about what you're dealing with. All right, because this Knight of Swords energy, I feel, is a little sneaky. All right, so, if you are trying to be that sneaky person, it could backfire, all right? But if a lot of people are warning you, maybe you need to listen to some of these warnings, all right? You are confident, you know what you want to do, what you're going to do, but I feel as if other people also have perspective, and with that, you need to kind of stay open-minded to what other people are also saying, because we do have the Lover's card coming in here reversed, all right? So if you are trying to align yourself with someone and people are like, I don't think that's a good idea, maybe you need to kind of check out this person. Maybe, they've got a reputation. Be careful of that, all right, Cancer? Because this confidence that you have, it could end up being your downfall. And yes, you are going to defend yourself. You believe that, you are on the right side of whatever this argument is. But I think you also need to be very open-minded and hear what other people are saying, all right? Because even though you may not agree with everything somebody or other people are saying, they may have valid points, all right? So, listen to it, all right? Don't be my way or the highway type of energy, because I think that could really backfire on you. And I say that because here we do have the Star card coming in upside down, so things may not go the way that you want them to go. And it may leave you feeling very unsettled with this Four of Swords energy coming in reversed. And, and again, I feel as if, you have to be very careful about wanting to do something because, it's just what you have to do, and you don't care what anybody else is saying, because here with this Page of Wands, it's almost as if, if you move in a direction that could be detrimental to you down the road, there's no turning back. All right, this cat here is like, all right, if you go, you can't come back. And here we have this lizard crossing that path that says, once you go, that's it, so then you have to live with the consequences of your action. We do have the Five of Wands coming in here as well, and when we have this energy, there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of gossip, there's, a lot of things, there could be some fires that end up getting lit. Just be careful, because I just feel like there's a lot of people that have an opinion, a voice, they're saying things, and you have to kind of walk through this gauntlet trying to do what you want to do. But I'm just feeling like, you could be walking down a bad path. All right. And I don't, you like to say that, I like to be more positive, but this is what I'm seeing. The fact that we have the Star card coming in reverse, we have the Lovers card coming in reverse, we have all these people that are seeing this overflow of fire, and then we have, again, here, somebody over here saying, don't do it, don't do it. But yet you are really confident, I'm going to do this. And even though people are saying don't do it, you need to err with caution, because I just feel as if you could get yourself into some trouble that it's going to be really hard to get out of. All right. Now, what is above you here is the Queen of Swords. All right. Be very, very clear, all right, in the things that you are about to do. Because, this energy of this Knight of Swords with the Seven of Swords, like I said, there's this maybe stuff that you don't realize is also at play here that, other people are trying to warn you. I just feel as if you need to be open-minded enough to really pay attention to what is coming towards you, and not be so defensive and adamant about the direction you want to take. Heed the advice of those things that really you need to, and don't use your ego, because a lot of times what I'm feeling with this situation, Cancer, is that, your ego will have you continue to move in a direction that may not be beneficial. All right. And in the words of a very wise friend of mine many, many years ago, he said, listen, he says, it's really important to have ego. It's more important to know how much ego to have. And I think this really is at play here this week. Yes, there is something you really want to do. And, I'm feeling like it's possible, but I think there's a way to go about it. And the way that you are trying to go about it may not bring about the outcome that you want, especially when we see that, this alignment with this person or this situation is not going to turn out the way you really want it. The Star card is about, making this wish come true. But the fact that there are so many, red flags going up that you need to be paying attention to, that is what is more important. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Tower card coming in upside down. So, I do again feel like there is warnings to go about this week, about how you proceed, because with the Tower, you can avoid something or a situation, turning negative in your favor, all right, by really, kind of thinking things through and, not making a final action like this is just how I'm doing it and this is just how it's going to be, and I don't want to hear it from anything else, because I do feel like there are people around that are trying to warn you of what could happen. And, even though you don't want to hear it, you may need to. All right, so that's what I've got for you today, Cancer. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. Keep that open mind, keep our egos in check, and I think you'll be okay. All right, so with that being said, be happy, be healthy, be kind. I'll see you later. Bye now.